Fortescue Metals Group shares surge on a huge dividend. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we've got some good news about Fortescue Metal shares, one of the larger iron ore exporters here in Australia. You may have heard of them. They've announced a big dividend, everyone, which I'm quite excited about because I'm a shareholder in FMG. Now, before we have a look at that, their dividend, let's have a look at iron ore prices, because that's a big part of their business. Now, iron ore has tumbled significantly from $220 around their USD, crashed right down to 137, and it's steadily climbing back up. We had all the predictions of doom, all the predictions of gloom, where it's going down, and it will have an impact on the economy here in Australia. Let me bring up an image to show you. This is from Western Australia, which is where pretty much all our iron ore comes from. WA, everyone, that's the iron ore state. That's why we need to get that border open. We can't let them secede. But anyway, 24% of the government's revenue comes from iron ore, just in WA, guys. Our federal government has anticipated or budgeted for iron ore prices at $50 USD a ton, so it's right now 3 times what they've estimated. So we'll have to see. There are some concerns that iron ore may continue to fall, and that may have an impact on the price or the demand for it, and the revenue and the flow through to the Australian economy. Now, I mean, think about it. The price of these resources, they will have an impact. When coal was quite high, we were working on projects and submissions for lots of builders going for mining work. And this is because the coal was so valuable that new projects were viable, they were starting up, and people wanted to attract workers so that they were improving the quality and conditions of their facilities and their camps. And that led to work for us. It helped us start our business. It helped us buy a house, start a family. If it wasn't for that work, I wouldn't have brought Rachel on full-time to our business, and she wouldn't have decided, okay, now's the time to have kids. There you go. So you can thank mining for my army of children. Cheers. Oh, the Greens will be happy with that. So let's have a look at this dividend announcement. So Fortescue Metals Group, FMG, ordinary shared, a new announcement. It was issued today. So the distribution amount, $2.11 per share. And I mean, the share price dipped recently, and let's have a look. We'll bring this up here. Perfect. There we go. Okay, we can see right now it's at $21.33. And what are we looking at there? You know, that's a pretty decent dividend. It's about a 10% dividend, guys, with change. Pretty much, almost. So, well, there, it's 11.6. I got in under $19.50. I bought some more when it dipped down. So as you can see on the chart here, how it went down. So I bought some more. You know, there you go, fun and games. I mean, I invested in Fortescue as part of my pocket money dividend investing strategy, where I take little bits of money, I just gather together that I don't notice and chuck it at different companies to generate a passive income, just streaming in. That's my goal. And to see if I can generate, $100 every month just passively through dividends, where I don't need to do any work. And so I'm happy with this one. Now, of course, they're going to be highly dependent on international demand for iron ore. And Australia is the #1 supplier. Brazil is #2. There's talks of China increasing their own local demand, and a lot of fear-mongering about how that will impact Australia. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, everyone. So let's keep going here. So the ex-date is the 6th of the 9th, 2021. The record date is the 7th of the 9th, 2021. And the payment date is the 30th of the 9th, 2021. So is there anything else here that we need to see? Okay, that's all just the standard stuff. Fantastic. Well, hang on. Percentage of ordinary dividend distribution that is franked, 100%. There you go. Tax rate, 30%. So they're franked. Nice. Awesome. Now, how is the market responding to it with regards to, well, where I buy my shares? For Australian shares, I use SelfWealth, and I'll plug them at the end of the videos here because they're cheap and they're CHESS sponsored. I don't want a third party between me and the share ownership. I want it under my name and Rachel's name. So let's have a look. This is from their interface. I don't get the posh premium stuff and research because, I'm cheap. But this is showing you their community sentiment. They have all these things, I think, where you can track other people, and I'm not into that, I guess. So if we have a look here, we can see the top 1% are selling, top 10% are selling, top 20%. So everyone from the top 50% are selling, where the bottom 50% are all buying. So that's interesting. It's 29th ranked by ownership in the community, 24th by weight, and 8th by market cap. Now, the reason people are buying, 30.2% say it's a good dividend-paying stock. Well, think about it. Where else can you park your money? You're getting over 11% yield. Where else can you park it? Can you, people say, put it in a we got some viewers are telling me about crypto. Put it in a stable coin and put it on Binance. And then you've got so many other third-party risks, like you're going with Tether. Okay, that can completely fall apart. There's a third-party risk there with that group. You're going with Binance. There's a third-party risk with that group too. So who do you trust? I mean, who do you trust better, Tether or FMG? There's your question. And this is a company that's actually producing something. We compare it to the bank. What are you getting in the bank? Okay, I think ING, I'm getting 1.15% or something like that. It's a joke. It is a joke. And I have to jump through hoops, like spend so many FPOS transactions, and I don't know what I have to do. It's just frustrating. You could put an offset account for your mortgage. What are you paying? Sub 2% if you're smart, if you're lucky. Maybe 3%, maybe 4% if you got a special circumstance. There you go. It's all about managing your risk. Anyway, we've got 22.2% other, and of the 39% of people that are selling, 37.8% are saying other reasons, or maybe they just didn't tick the box. 29.8% are taking profits. So here people are taking profits. Maybe they got in early, maybe they want to take it and move it around. Aligning with the target portfolio, have a better investment idea opportunity, stock is overvalued. Which is interesting that 4.4% are saying that, where my SelfWealth is saying that it's about 10.6% undervalued. I'm having a look right here. I'll refresh to see if that's changed. Yeah, they're estimating it's 10% undervalued. So what do you think, everyone? What's the takeaway or the lesson from this? And I'll just jump on my soapbox. Well, number one, this is the one piece of financial advice I'll ever give you. It's to not take financial advice from anyone on social media platforms. Never do it, guys, particularly from an architect. But what's the lesson for this? Well, I mean, there you go. It's not really a surprise to anyone that they've gotten such a big dividend, but the share has had a nice jump because of it. It's gone up over 6%, 6.6% right now as I'm looking at it. So that's not a. It may not seem like a crazy growth for Bitcoin or crypto enthusiasts, but for the normal stock market, it is pretty reasonable one-day growth there. So, I mean, a real company exporting real materials to a global market that has demand seems to make sense. What do you think? As always, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Have you invested in Fortescue metals? Are you sitting and holding? Or are you hoping that, you're putting your money somewhere else? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you're a fan of the channel and want to support us, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. With SelfWealth, we each get 5 free share trades, and that helps me out a lot with my pocket money investing. You can use Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Aussie, we each get $50 off our internet. Independent Reserve, whenever you made a crypto change, we receive some revenue too. You're going to pay the fees anyway. You can buy a merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode.